The second annual PGA of South Africa Mercedes Benz World Club ProAm was again hosted in the idyllic province of KwaZulu-Natal. World Alliance PGA members and amateurs compete for the world team title across 5 championship courses with a prize pool of $210,000 and over 500,000 rand in daily tailor-made prizes, plus 2 Mercedes-Benz SLK vehicles, one for each of the participating pros and amateurs. Par 3s across the 5 championship courses and 5 golfing days give each player the opportunity to drive off in one of these luxury Mercedes-Benz SLKs. Trying his luck at winning an SLK at Princess Grant is Jonas Sick from the Centurion Country Club. His tee shot is on the green to the right of the pin, but no SLK for Jonas on this occasion. A downhill putt in windy conditions on the coast is left just to the left of the hole, and Jonas has to tap in for par. Defending champion, Swedish pro Henrik Engdahl from the Creed Golf Club and the tee box at Mount Edgecombe, trying his very best to take an SLK back to Europe, but his ball is left of the pin. A difficult uphill putt for Henrik, which he leaves short of the hole, settling for par. There you go. Woodville Country Club's Morne Abuta dreams of an SLK on this elevated par 3 at Cotswold Downs, but his tee shot is pushed left and into the sand trap, and he's not happy with himself. Mornay's wedge out of the bunker leaves his ball on the green. He reads the break for his par putt perfectly, but leaves it just short of the cup. A disappointing hole for Mornay. Another attempt to win one of the 2 Mercedes-Benz SLKs, Rene de Beer of Woodbank Golf Club at Zimbali. His ball is left of the pin, and he eventually has to settle for par. Unfortunately, nobody executed the perfect shot throughout the event, and the SLKs were safe for this year. Before the first ball was teed up, the participating golfers gathered at the Elangeni Maharani complex on Durban's Golden Mile to launch the second annual PGA of South Africa Mercedes Benz World Club ProAm.
It also gives me a great pleasure to extend a hearty and warm KwaZulu-Natal welcome on behalf of the dynamic leadership of KwaZulu-Natal, in particular the MEC for Economic Development, Tourism and Environmental Affairs, Mr. Mike Mabuyakulu. Then to all our stakeholders and sponsors who so enthusiastically believe in the power of golf as a tourism driver and contribute to the successes we continue to experience in attracting golfers to our beautiful province. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we embark this week to play these 5 magnificent courses, namely Zimbali, Mount Edgecombe 1, Cotswold Downs, Princess Grant, and of course the infamous Durban Country Club, as always, the weather can be your friend or your foe. I'm confident that we'll all enjoy what awaits us in terms of the challenge to do battle between us and that golf ball that never listens to its owner. To all the players, I wish you the very best of luck, and I look forward to seeing you all, of course, during the week and at the prize giving, where we'll see who's succeeded in winning the team event and, of course, the professional competition.
You know, how you manage your time over the next 5 days is going to be crucial. I know we're here for a good time, and that's part of why we play sport, because it's not just about what we do on the field, it's about the friendships we make off it, and of course the fun we have with those individuals off it as well. So, but crucially, if you're going to be contending and playing well on the Friday, you've got to manage your time from day one all the way through. It's the chaps who take the opportunity when it's presented to them. A champion knows when to up his game, when to up the ante, when to apply the pressure, and when to really nail that final coffin home. The final nail home in the coffin. So that's going to be your challenge in the next few days, and the great players seem to have that ability to do it. There's no doubt that sport is tough. It's physically tough, it's mentally tough, and ultimately you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. And in the next 5 days, yeah, you'll have some bad days. You'll have bad holes. But you know what? There's absolutely zero you can do about the hole that's just gone before you. Yes, it's cliched, forget about what's happened before. But it's the most important component of sport, is to put behind you what you cannot control any longer and control what's in front of you.
I know this tournament, it's going to be fun. There's a host of those characters who are still playing. It's lovely to see them here. There's a wonderful bunch of professionals, and special credit to the guys that have traveled from far to be here, from all the way from Crete. Defending champion, wouldn't expect anything less. But I think you're going to have a wonderful time. And Errol's teed up a whole host of challenges that you face, but most importantly, it's the fun that's had and the memories that are made. Guys, you're going to have a great time. You've got wonderful hosts here in KwaZulu-Natal. Fantastic contribution from the tourism. We really appreciate that. To the organisers, the PGA that have worked so tirelessly to make sure this event is the success that no doubt it will become.
Day one of the tournament teed off at the picturesque Zabali Country Club. On the tee box, last year's professional runner-up, Aaron Cox from Gardeners Run Golf Club in Australia, sends his ball high into the air. The wind catches it a little and pushes it to the right of the fairway. Aaron's second is a big one, which he watches intently as the ball ends on the green. Happiness is. The birdie putt for Aaron, up the hill, he pushes it right and wonders why the ball broke, before finishing up for 4. With the warm Indian Ocean in the background, Blue Valley's Jacques du Toit tees off and his ball just misses the green. A long downhill putt from there for Jacques. Afraid he's let it get away a little right and past the pin. Tricky one left, but he reads this par putt perfectly, right in the middle. Michael van Rooyen from Rustenburg Golf Club with the driver in hand. A powerful drive down the middle of the fairway, and Michael's ball keeps on rolling. His second is a delightful shot from the fairway and on the green. Good shot there. Michael's third is straight in the cup, and a great birdie effort, as well as valuable points for his team. A big thumbs up for Michael. As day one drew to a close, Cotswold Downs' Christa Roos headed up the professional leaderboard, while the team scores saw Modderfontein Golf Club leading the way. Day two was hosted at the beautiful Mount Edgecombe Country Club. Current leader Christa Roos from Cotswold Down tees off at this par 3, and he makes the green quite comfortably, but just past the closest pin marker. Good shot. Birdie attempt here from Christa, well weighted, but slightly to the right. And Christa finishes off with a tap-in for par. Making sure he's not standing on his playing partner's line, good etiquette. The Else Copperleaf Team 1, represented here by Alan Tate, on the tee. A big drive from the left-hander which ends just off the fairway. His second lands just short of the green. His third shot, and Alan gives the little chip a lot of air to pass the pin. The long, difficult downhill putt is left, but his ball goes straight in the hole. A great putt from Alan, his Else Copperleaf teammates clearly appreciating those valuable points. Australian John Cleary with his drive from the tee and another straight one down the middle of the fairway. John's second is another big shot, and and safely on the green. Terrific. Birdie attempt here from John. Just past the cup. He couldn't have come much closer than that. His pro in the background is clearly heartbroken with the putt not dropping. However, it's still a great par and valuable team points. That brings a close to day 2 with Cotswold Downs' Christo Roos retaining his lead on the professional leaderboard. The team leader's position is also retained by Modderfontein Golf Club and dominated by South African teams. Championship Day 3 proudly hosted at Cotswold Downs Golf Course. Els Copperleaf Team 2, represented here by Salim Karim, tees off and safely on the green. And his pro really appreciates that tee shot. Birdie attempt here from Salim. Oh, great effort, but just missing its mark, and Salim can't hide his disappointment at missing that birdie. James Hawksworth, representing Zimbali Country Club, with a booming drive off the tee, which is on the fairway and rolls into great position for his second. The green protected here by a water hazard, but James attacks the green with a great shot, safely nestled on the putting surface. These are a long-distance putt down the hill, but would you believe it, straight in the cup, a great putt from James, and high fives all round. State Mines Country Club Pro, Ulrich Labeskochli on the first at Cotswold Downs. Big drive, straight down the middle. Needed a high second to go over the precariously positioned tree on the left, and his ball lands on the lower tee of the green. Ulrich's long uphill putt reads the break perfectly. Just a touch short, but an easy tap-in for his par 4. Day 3 drew to a close with the Cotswold Downs pro retaining his lead, and although there was a lot of movement on the team leaderboard, pole position was also retained by the Modderfontein Golf Club. 5 championship days of golf can take its toll. To ensure our golfers received some valuable relaxing time in between, they were bused from Cotswold, a little further inland to Thala Game Reserve, a wildlife conservancy, hidden in the hills of a quiet farming community not far from Durban, spanning over 3,000 hectares and incorporating many diverse natural environments. The reserve features well over 380 bird species, with big game that includes rhino, kudu, hippo, giraffe and eland, and several distinctive and remarkable plant species. Experienced guides ensured every golfer's game drive was an informative and fun experience. When the game drives finished, it was time to get together, building new friendships and recounting the day's play around the campfire and enjoying a delicious African bush braai. With the ProAm also focusing on the group's points, understanding team dynamics is of vital importance, and the golfers were in for a treat with a secret visit from 2 champion sportsmen, Australian rugby legend David Campese and our very own Kobus Wiese.
I come from a very small town in Australia called Queanbeyan, 21,000 people. So for me to get the opportunity to live in Italy, I saw Kobus in Italy, Joel Stransky. It's amazing what sport does in the world. It's for a lot of you guys. I mean, I spoke to the guys from Australia, from Melbourne. To travel the world and to go to different countries is unbelievable. And the experience and the opportunities you get to meet people and friends.
That's what sport taught me in general, you know. I mean, to make close friends like this, even if we played against each other. Some of my best friends around the world is opponents, people that I played against. Because if you want to judge, you will know this, playing the game of golf. If you want to judge yourself as a player and be critical, listen to what your opponents say. Not your best mate with you in the team. What does the opponent say? That's the real truth. That's a true judgment of any player, of any sport in the world, I believe. If your opponents respect you, it's a compliment.
A truly memorable evening around the campfire under the African sky. Another balmy, sunny day on the East Coast, and our golfers were proudly hosted at Princess Grant Golf Estate. Strand Golf Club's Brian Wallace with the driver off the first. Beautiful shot with a great roll on the fairway. His second shot gets up towards the green, but just a little right. Brian opts for the putter from off the green, but leaves it a little right of the hole. Fourth shot for Brian, confidently. Hole right in the centre. Great shot and great celebrations for valuable team points. Princess Grant's home team, represented by Brad Ross, off the tee box. His second is a challenging shot over the ravine, confidently stroked by Brad, and his ball finds the green. Brad's birdie attempt, and he just pushes it a touch and taps in comfortably for his par. The sun slowly set on day 4, and the pro leaderboard saw defending champion Erik Engdahl take sole leadership of the Pro-Am, while the team leaderboard, once again dominated by local teams, saw Modderfontein retain its lead going into the final day's golf. After 4 days of hot and humid conditions, golfers enjoyed some slightly cooler conditions in the morning as Durban Country Club set the scene for the final round. A Mayo Golf Club from Namibia, represented by its pro Steve Basson, a big shot off the tee, which comes to rest just off the fairway and short of the sand trap. Second a little to the right of the pin and rolls just off the back of the putting surface. His third is a tough putt, but Steve leaves it close enough to make his par 4. A slight slip in concentration, and Steve has to settle for a bogey. Erik Engdahl on the 18th at Country Club. Big drive off the tee, which lands in the bunker, but luckily pushes through and comes to rest at the back of the green. Lucky Jim. Long distance putt down the hill for Henrik. Great effort, just right of the hole, and applauded by his teammates, who are enjoying their pro's great ability on the golf course. Henrik taps in for a birdie, and a great way to conclude the tournament on another amazing KwaZulu-Natal golf course. The second annual World Club ProAm has drawn to a close, and the final requirement was to award trophies and prizes to every single participant in the tournament at the glittering closing award ceremony staged at the Silver Room at Greyville Racecourse.
This is a week of golf. This is a week where people have traveled from other countries, from around the world, and a week in which we welcome the gentleman who's going to come up in a minute, Ian Randall, who's had the opportunity to see what I believe in and what so many people here believe in, the wonderful gift of South Africa. And what KwaZulu-Natal tourism is doing is truly amazing. They're going out and they're backing themselves, with golf in this case, with other sport, and it's great for South Africa. My hope tonight, after you leave, is that you all go home ambassadors. That those of you who have traveled from so far go back and say, not only will we be back, but we'll be bringing others.
I want to acknowledge the incredible vision of our MEC of Economic Development, Tourism and Environmental Affairs, Mr. Michael Mabuyakulu, who I think more than 5 years ago identified the potential of golf tourism way before its time. So we really want to thank him, his department and the ministry for their support. This game of ours never fails to amaze me with its ability to bring people together and spread a spirit of camaraderie and friendship. The power of golf to introduce visitors from across the globe to our beautiful province is proving to be a major catalyst for tourism, and we expect a major growth in years to come.
To all the PGA pros who took time out this week to compete and lead your amateur teams in pursuit of World Club ProAm silverware, thank you very much for coming out this week. And then again, to all the amateur golfers, Without you, we wouldn't have an event. So thank you for coming out and playing this week, and I hope that we exceeded all your expectations. And therefore, I'm extremely proud to announce that the 2016 World Club ProAm will be sanctioned by the PGAs of Europe and will be a standalone event on their calendar.
The PGAs of Europe run, we have 9 sanctioned ProAms on our schedule, many long-standing and very successful. And I think it's great to be able to be here this week and see the wonderful show and the wonderful golf tournament that you've managed to put on. And in 2016, we're delighted to be involved, and I'm sure that we can help you fulfill your ambition of being the premier World Club Pro-Am in the world.
Any form of sport, more so when you bring people from outside your own jurisdiction or country. Those particular people, they come in not only to play that sport, they come in to be tourists. They spend the money in your particular area or country, call it whatever you want. And I've always said that a today's tourist is a tomorrow's investor. So our value proposition is very simple. Our aim is to grow the province of KwaZulu-Natal's economy. So what we are saying, ladies and gentlemen, is that when you are joining us here in the province and us also partnering with you, one message that we would like to leave with you is that when you are here, you must be at home away from home. Because KwaZulu-Natal has got only 2 seasons. It's summer and summer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the best thing about the rest of the night is you are all winners. 430 points. Blue Valley Golf and Country Club, team number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the runners-up of the team competition this week on 432 points. They will be taking home an arrow burner driver, voice caddy, sleeve of balls, Strand Golf Club number 1. And ladies and gentlemen, would you please put your hands together for a team that scored 440 points. In first place, ladies and gentlemen, Modderfontein Golf Club.
En dan net vir almal wat hier is, baie dankie. Dit was regtig lekker geweest. Ons het goeie vriende gemaak, lekker gekuier. Thanks for everything. Thank.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, this tournament was also played in a professional way, not only leading their team, but in a very competitive spirit amongst themselves. The golf that was played was at the highest caliber. The 32 professionals did themselves proud, and we would like to bring up the runner-up and the champion for this year. The runner-up is all the way from Namibia in the Omea Golf Club on a score of 177, earning $24,150. Stephen Vasson. Your winner with scores of 36 points, level par, 37 under par, 38 2 under par, 35 1 over, and 40 points 4 under par today here at Durban Country Club. An outstanding performance, ladies and gentlemen. Please give a big round of applause for Henrik Engdahl.
So I would like to thank all of you for coming. I would like to thank all the sponsors with Mercedes, the hotel that we have probably enjoyed sleeping in those very comfortable beds. All the golf courses, fantastic. The course we played today, lovely. The one we played yesterday, superb golf courses. This is exactly the type of golf courses I would like to come back and play on in the future as well. KwaZulu-Natal, lovely country, lovely part of South Africa. I would like to thank my team to really pushing me for this. It's been a great week, and I will be more than happy to come back and defend my title next year. Thank you.
Take the good spirit of golf home with you. tell your friends. Professionals, grow the game. And to the amateurs, remember, it's not always about the score. Sometimes it's just that one shot, that one long putt, that one little bunker play that brings you back. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your support this week. Please, please go home safely, and we'll see you next year back in KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa.
Our exceptional KwaZulu-Natal bids farewell to the second annual PGA of South Africa Mercedes Benz World Club ProAm. Log on to www.worldclubproam.com for more info and 2016 entries. A massive thank you to Tourism KwaZulu-Natal, all our sponsors and partners. Without you, this event would not be possible.